If you don't say it the way we, the politically correct, the cancel culture mob, want you to say it, you have to be quiet. Silence is the biggest threat to the First Amendment, and that's what we're seeing.
Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan could say this, however.
Talking about what's happening in Gaza and Palestine did have, of course, an impact. I've been cyberbullied for years. I have lost a couple of jobs in Hollywood. I was cast in a couple of movies, and I lost the part, but it's fine.
When it's comedian Bassem Youssef and others who speak out, the Jordans of the world go quite mum.
My people are so smart. And you know what else they say about my people? The polls. They say, I have the most loyal people. Did you ever see that? Where I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters, okay? It's like incredible. No, they say.
Youssef has seen the MAGA movement firsthand.
Do you understand exactly how is he going to make America great again?
I might not understand fully, but I like what I do here for the most part.
For Fusion, he went out in the field and interviewed Trump supporters. His findings, like ours, were eye-opening.
Full disclosure, Chris, you mentioned the president's situation. My wife isn't a member of the teachers union, but I got to admit, I've been sleeping with a teacher for 38 years, and so full disclosure.
The same idiots who want to take away your rights and will bend the knee to Trump to try their hand at Youssef's profession. Time and again, well, they fail miserably.
New reporting from ProPublica today reveals that Thomas has received gifts, quote, underwritten by benefactors who share the ideology that drives his jurisprudence, including, and here we start to get to the numbers, at least 38 destination vacations, including a previously unreported voyage on a yacht around the Bahamas, 26 private jet flights, plus an additional 8 by helicopter, a dozen VIP passes to professional and college sporting events typically perched in the skybox, 2 stays at a luxury resorts in Florida and Jamaica, and 1 standing invitation to an Uber-exclusive golf club overlooking the Atlantic coast. Now, to be clear, just so we get the numbers straight, that comes on top of previous investigations revealing details about the billionaire Republican donor who purchased property from Thomas, including his mother's home where she now lives rent-free, and paid for the private school tuition of his grandnephew who Thomas raised as a son, none of which Thomas has ever disclosed. So when you take a step back, this is what appears to be the deal.
Remarkable corruption. Astounding, really, as Youssef explains.
As an American, how do I feel when an American representative wears the uniform of the IDF? When my politicians that I vote to receive their money from special interest group, whether they're AIPAC or NRA, so suddenly my votes are gone to waste. So now people, and the Democrats are blackmailing us. It's like, oh, if you don't vote for Biden, Trump will come. So what have Biden done to us? All we ask for him is ceasefire. Stop the killing. Stop the killing. How difficult is this? I'm not going to be blackmailed into saying that I'm going to enable Trump to win. The Democrats did that to themselves. And they cannot continue pretending that they are on our side, and then they need our votes during the election, and then for the next 4 years, they screw us up and they kill our people back in the Middle East.
No matter the topic, no matter the region, when money rules politics, humanity loses.
What is it about him that excites you? Like, what do you hope he does to make your life better personally?
Personally, it's just, I've seen all these other videos of other candidates, and it's just, there's no passion. There's no love for the people there. It's all, they're saying what they can to get in, but with Trump, it's honest. He tells it how it is.
Speaking of honesty, Youssef will explain how this is the fundamental key to the MAGA movement. Listen.
Because I'm not worried about Trump. I'm worried about what's behind Trump. I mean, Trump is one person, but the support that he has masked, what he is coming from. I mean, if Trump is saying racist, stupid stuff out of making a show, there are other people in his party, in the Republican Party, who said this out of conviction. I mean, the stuff that Marco Rubio and Ben Carson and Ted Cruz said about Arabs are even worse.
Bing, bing. I love it. I love it. I'm sitting there tweeting, bing, bing, bing. You press a button, bing, bing. They all hand you checks, bing, 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 bing. We had our beautiful Marine standing there, bing, 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 bing. You know, in the old days, bing, bong. You know, with the map, Bing, bing, bing. Little mouth on him. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, bing, bing. They're cleaning up. Fix it up. Bing, bing, bing. A 14-point plan. Bing, bing, bing. Anthony Weiner. You know, the little bing, bing, bing. Everyone's attacked me has gone bing. Everyone else, bing. Where have they gone? Bing. Wow, what a tackle. Bing. Playing cards. Bing, bing, bing. Those tunnels. Bing, boom. Right under the toilet. Bing, boom. Right up. Bing. Like a rocket ship, except in the wrong direction.
Where do we even begin here?
We will root out the communists, Marxists, fascists, and the radical left thugs that live like vermin within the confines of our country.
He's talking about locking people up, even political opponents who oppose him, which speaks volumes.
I mean, they have, as much as they have tools of democracy and free speech, they also have tools to suppress whatever can come out of this. So we have seen what happened in the DNC. I mean, we are suppressing Bernie and his movement. We, as you said, mentioning the money. I mean, if you can buy elections, if you can buy the media, is it true democracy? It is the thing with Citizen United, which is crazy. So basically, yes, there is a democracy, but it's a democracy that the richest can always wiggle his way through it.
Youssef is spot on. The influence of dark money for those who favor the almighty dollar over the will of the people is paramount in the re-election campaign of Donald Trump and his fellow election deniers. In conclusion,
Matt is very easy to take down.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
those shorts, yes.
Sorry, I heard.
I mean, you look like you were auditioning for Stranger Things.
Oh my God! Bro!
politics aside, if Youssef comes to a town near you, buy your tickets ASAP. Let me be very clear about this. Bassem Youssef has been a breath of fresh air on so many different levels, so many different topics, so many different things. If one were to talk about risk and having the true bravery to go up against an entire regime in a country in the Middle East that has seen its fair share of authoritarian leaders without the guise of free speech, as our rights are being eroded in real time here stateside. This man did it. And he was so popular that the government went against him. He would come to the United States and he would go on the Patrick Bet-David terrible show. He would go on their podcast and say, like, there are many places that he would not perform in the Middle East. That man has integrity and guts. And although you may not agree with him on some things, you have to feel that his politics aligns with many people, because it is something that we have talked about for decades on this network, the influence of money in politics and how it will lead to no one being safe.